Hey, what's up, YouTube? Just want to show y'all something. And that would be how easily you can use itty bitty stones. You know, a lot of people have a very hard time working with or thinking they need, giant stones. 3x8. I mean, it is nice to have them, but say you don't. This is just like a little 3-inch stone. Literally a pocket stone. Um, it's teeny. And I'm going to sharpen this kitchen knife on it. Trying to see. Get you where you can see as good as you can. Sorry, I got junk all over the table right now. Alright, let's take this edge off. It is a nice sharp edge, but we're going to just kill that edge. I know this makes y'all sick. It makes me sick too. Ready? Oh, ready? Oh, dead. Oh, that's such a sickening feeling. It ain't cutting now. Dead, totally gone edge. Actually, I'm gonna cut that burr off. Where it rolls the edge. Okay, now y'all know that it's dull. It ain't cutting nothing. We're going to use this little dude. This is just a 1000, and I just really destroyed that edge. We're going to see this little 1000. It's just a little cheap resin bonded diamond pocket stone. And I'm not going to not going to lie to you. Those are some shitty stones. I'm talking about the 3x8 bench stone versions of these too. They are not good. They come in a 1000, 3000, 6000, 12,000. And I had the 1000 3x8 because I got it for like $22. So I figured I'd give it a chance. And I got this free. And then a friend of mine, gave me the 3000 and the 6000. And God, of the 3x8s. And God, they're bad. Like, DMD makes these. The same company that makes those other 1x6 resin stones. Those 1x6 resin stones are fantastic. Just stay away from these. They're not very good. I mean, will they sharpen? Yes. If you do get one, because they are nice and slow wearing and they do cut decently. If you do get one, only get the 1000. Like past that, the grit's all wonky. Hell, the 3000's leaving a finer finish than the 6000, and there's all kind of grit contamination in them. The 1000 is a good touch-up stone, and as you'll see here, I'm gonna do a basically that edge is cooked, and I'm gonna put a new edge on it without doing a micro. There's gonna be no micro bevel. This is gonna be a straight current bevel, angle, full sharpening. And I'll do it, I'll make it quick. I know my videos are never quick, but, part of my charm. What can I tell you? Let's go. My wife tells me I talk too much. My kids actually love me talking, surprisingly. They'll listen to me run my mouth for hours on end, and that's just kind of shocking, to be honest. My wife, she sure as hell gets annoyed quick. Oh, and she's not here right now. That tells you that woman's got spidey senses. She knew I was talking. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, she's chewing me out about something. Hang on a second. Alrighty, I'm back. Tell you what, her ears must have been ringing. Yeah, I've been with her a long time. She's a great woman. Great woman. All right. Let's see how quick we can do a full edge on this little teeny 1000. Y'all ready? Let's do it. Whoa. Working a little too fast. Yeah, that's got to be careful of that. That is definitely working with small stones. That right there, what I just did, that's definitely a hazard. And you definitely have to be cognizant of it. This stone's loaded up quite badly. See, I almost cut myself just in. Yeah. Make sure I'm not moving out of frame. Should have a burr. Yes, sir, we do. That stone's loaded up badly. Like, seriously badly. I don't have a burr by me. Shit. It'll work. I'll make do. That's also part of why these stones are so, like the bench stones are, they load up terrible. They load up bad enough in the 1000. Forget about the 3 and 6. They load up so bad they just start burnishing after hardly any time at all. Like they're really bad. You know, this was their, I guess this was their attempt. Now, whatever the resin compound that they're using in the 1x6 stones, those stones are really good value, and they come in 1, 3, 6, and 12,000 too. But they're definitely not the same. They're not the same resin. Definitely not the same resin. Those stones don't. They do load up a teeny bit, but not bad. Yeah, and they're true to, well, they're not true to grit actually, but they're at least, the 1000 cuts slower, I mean cuts faster than the 3000, and then the 3000, you know, cuts faster and leaves a more aggressive scratch pattern than the 6000, and so on. Is where these, come on, watch what you're doing, asshole. I'm talking to y'all and actually looking up at the camera like an idiot. Not a wise idea when you're working on a stone this small. Very easy to make a mistake. But basically, what I'm just showing you is, you know, even with a little pocket stone, you know, a little 6-inch by 1-inch pocket stone, you shouldn't ever have a dull knife if you have a little bit of skill, and you know, you don't need much. Like a Spyderco double stuff with the CBN and the ceramic. I keep one of them on me at all times, and guess what? I'm never gonna have a dull knife. With that, I can whittle hair. With that stone, I can take a knife from dull, you know, from damaged edge to whittling hair, no problem, and quickly, because that CBN, that coarse CBN side cuts like crazy. But you know, these little teeny stones, while they're not ideal, they're certainly capable. Okay, now we should have a burr. Looking good. Now I'm going to start being a little more cautious and careful. Just Just want to refine that scratch pattern. And I'm not doing a half-ass sharpening either. I'm going to do a good sharpening with this little stone. I'm going to have a nice refined scratch pattern. Even though the stone's loaded up to hell and back. And you know, a very good sharp edge. God, the stone's loaded up so bad. I can feel that it's not wanting to cut anymore. Spend a little extra time working this burr off. This is said to, this is just kind of a beater kitchen knife. It's said to be 9CR. I don't know what it really is. It's not very good, I can tell you that. The heat treat's not very good on it at all. Like, it just doesn't sharpen that nicely. Not that you can't get it super sharp, you can, it just doesn't sharpen that nicely. And the edge retention is, you know, kind of laughable almost. I mean, it's not terrible, but for I paid, hell, I think like $8 or $9 on Amazon for it. I guess they didn't sell too well, so they were just getting rid of them. And for, you know, the under $10 I paid for it, you know, it's been a good beater knife, but they definitely half-assed the heat treat. I can tell you that. 9CR is not that bad of a steel. It can perform pretty decent, actually. And if this is 9CR, it's not. I mean, I know it's not done very well because I can tell by how it deburrs, but man, it's just almost no edge retention at all. Like I said, not terrible, but almost terrible. And gets very glassy very quick. Like just one or two times of stropping the edge back, and it's starting to get completely slick, even at like 600 grit. We should be about sharp. Deburring on this stone, deburring this knife on the smallest stone is not easy, but also not terribly difficult. You just got to take your time, be careful. Okay, we should be sharp. Y'all think it's sharp? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? It'll certainly cut you. Not quite gonna push cut. Let's see if we can get it to push cut. The stone being so loaded up is honestly really holding me back right now. Making it you know, very, very hard to deburr because basically it's almost just burnishing the edge right now, to be honest. It's cutting, but not much. Making some edge trailing passes at very, very little pressure. Literally just letting the edge bevel skim the stone. Now we're going to make one or two very light edge leading strokes. Okay, that should be sharp now, or push cutting sharp. It's certainly serviceable sharp before, but now it should be quite sharp. Will it push cut? Yes, sir, it will. Okay. Not completely. No, I believe I'm going to have to clean that stone to get it to push cut. You guys want to hang out with me for a couple minutes? Get it to push cut? Give me 1 sec. Just let that nagura get. Hell, I don't even need it to get wet. It's wet enough. Hold on. It's wet enough. That tickled me. Ooh, that stone was burnished up bad. Oh my God. I can actually, I wish you could have seen it. Now it's going to actually cut and be able to help me get that burr off. Yay, I can feel it cutting. Yippee. I can also feel a little bit of grit from that nagara, or from that conditioning stone. There's definitely going to be some much coarser than 1,000 scratches in this edge now. I feel I should have rinsed the stone off and not just wiped it, but I'm trying to do it quick, relatively quickly. We should be in business. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. My bad. Much better. I don't think I'm going to get it to push cut. Not without having to spend a little bit of time anyways. Now, if I just hit it to a strop real quick. Oh yeah, I still feel burr on this knife. Hold on 1 second, guys. Bear with me just one more. Give me a couple more minutes. That's it. This fucker's going to push cut. This is for the principle of the point now. I'm not messing around no more. Damn it. Alright, let's give it a shot. We don't push cut now. I'm gonna have to get a strop to get it to do it, but it's doing it, but barely. Yeah, it's push cutting now. Okay. Yeah, okay, there we go. Not great, but it's push cutting. Yeah, we're good. Hey, we can push cut. So, you see, you can get a knife very sharp at one of these little stones. And, you know, this isn't me bullshitting. And you know, I did it in what, like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. If you're actually trying and you're not bullshitting, you could probably do it in, 2 or 3 minutes from super dull to, literally no edge at all to a usable edge in literally just a couple minutes. Let's look at the edge under a microscope real quick. Bump the camera, I'm sorry guys. Okay, y'all can see. And there we go. Thousand grit scratch pattern. Or what they call 1,000 grit. You can see my scratch pattern's very angled because, I'm having to come very quickly across that stone, and I don't have, because I don't have basically no stone to work with, so you're almost working straight across the stone. So that's, going to be a very bitey edge. And there's a little, that might be paper actually, I don't think that's burr. Looks like we're deburred really well. Just very aggressive. Hey. So you can, if you only got a little couple inch stone to work with, you can definitely get a plenty usable edge. If I was out hunting elk, kill me an elk, and all I got in my pocket is that little 3-inch stone, and just an old buck 110, I can definitely keep a aggressive, very, very sharp edge with that little stone, and easily break down a big bull elk with that 110 and that stone, and never be without a sharp edge, never be struggling. And that that little stone probably don't weigh 2 ounces. Keep that in your pocket, or make a little sleeve for it and throw it in your little gear pouch. Yes, is it ideal? Absolutely not. However, with just that teeny little stone, you can always have a very, very usable edge. On a bench stone, can I get this knife much sharper? Absolutely. However, if I'm out in the field and I wreck an edge, hit something, cutting through something and hit a piece of metal or something that I didn't know was there, hit a staple and just, basically blunt the apex. Now I got a dull tool in my hand. Well, within a minute or two, 5 minutes maybe at the max, and that little pocket stone, guess what? I'm right back in business with a good aggressive sharp edge. So, a lot of people, has gotten into carrying pocket strops, and yes, pocket strops work. They certainly have their place. But for me, a pocket stone is much, 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 much more important than a pocket strop. And if you make you a little leather, like on the double stuff, on the Spyderco double stuff and double stuff too, it comes with the nice, suede leather pouch. Throw you a little bit of, one, maybe 3 micron on one side, 1 micron on the other side. Now you got you a little pocket strop and a very, very useful and versatile pocket stone that is capable of really doing some work. The original one, the one that's a medium ceramic and a fine ceramic, that one's quite versatile. But the double stuff too with the CBN, coarse CBN, and fine ceramic, in a pinch, I could, you can reprofile on that thing. You could correct serious damage with that thing, and you're a few minutes away from a hair popping edge. Even if you really wreck that edge, you can, hell, you can put on if you needed to set a fresh new bevel, you can do that no problem with that coarse CBN. It will remove some steel. That old lady's on me again. Alright guys, I've run my mouth enough. Thank y'all for the 27 minutes and 20 seconds you spent with me. Have a good one.